Guys, here we are. It's day number 7, lucky 7, and the sun is actually out. The skies are a little blue today. Alrighty, we're going to start out at the bottom of the mountain around that heavy brush where I didn't want to catch the possum, but of course, and things you don't want things to happen, that's what happens. Of course, he couldn't go in the box trap. He hit my set first. It's made a big mess. And that's it. I'm going to take care of him. We're going to redo the whole thing, and I'll show you what we got after that. Here we are on the remake where we caught the possum down the bottom here. And that was the best I could do right here. Still got the trap in the front with fresh bait down the hole. Still got the one on the back door. And the box traps right there. Hopefully that gets the first catch. I know the fox was here after the possum was caught. I seen it on my camera, so maybe he'll think that the possum left him here for something. So we'll see what happens. I catch stuff after I catch a possum. They say you can't, but you can. I think coyotes and foxes think of possums like their smelly old uncle or something, but that won't keep them from getting caught. Okay. All right, guys, we're up on top of the mountain here. This is the stump set, and with the post set, we got the camera on the tree. Doesn't look like there was any action at all at the stump. Post set looks fine. Well, it looks good. Nothing going on there. I did review the footage on the camera just to see, and we had a coyote come up here and we had a fox come up here, and for some reason the coyote got spooked by the camera. I mean, you could see it. I'll show you the footage when I'm done flapping my gums here. And the fox, he ran through this clearing like his ass was on fire. So I really don't know what happened there. I know the coyotes will get camera shy for some reason. They must see that light. I have another little video I'll throw in so you can see it. I mean, there's only two instances that I actually documented that, but they're pretty spooky creatures. If they don't like something, they're not going to go near it. So he got so freaked out by the by the camera that he didn't even get this far. He was standing right here staring at the camera the whole time. He did go over to this tree that I put a little bit of lure on all the way up here. I put it up here about, I don't know, 3 feet. Must have caught that in the wind. And so that's that. We had action, but no catch. She got freaked out and took off. So I think what I'm going to do on this road that leads to here, which is where he came from, I'm just going to take a little walk down here about 20 feet. And I'm going to see if I can put a post set in where maybe one of his buddies stopped and took a leak. I know once they get freaked out, he might come back here because it's in his brain now that this stump is here and that camera is there. So we're going to get a little bit of ways away. I don't know if you can see the depth, but I'm about 20 yards down from the road, down the middle road. So, oh, I see a little spot. I might want to try and set up a post set. We got this little stump right here with this log sticking out. I'm going to put a trap right here with a little bit of gland lure, and that's it. Oh, looks like you know what? Something took a dump right there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up with a post set, and while he's on his way thinking about that stumping camera, hopefully we can get him right here. I'll bring you back when I get it set up. Set up with that post set right here. This is what it looks like. Something was already making use of it, so I just put a trap there. And we'll see too, because I got a camera all the way over there, and we'll find out what's going on here. Stump set up there, another post set in the clearing, and we will see what happens tomorrow. I checked the other stump set and the bird nest set. Nothing going on there, no action whatsoever. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you a little bit about coyotes over here on the East Coast. They are very skittish. They have no tolerance for anything. Out west, maybe, you know, where there's like 100 times more coyotes, you're bound to get the big numbers that them boys get out there. Over here, it's a little bit different, but you know, the government's been trying to kill coyotes since the 60s, and they finally gave up and just hired government trappers just to keep them under control, because they do so much damage to the sheep and all the other animals that are easy pickings for a coyote. They take advantage of everything. But I just don't want you to get discouraged on this series, because this series really isn't about big numbers or big coyotes and all that stuff. I mean, I do have all those pictures. If you want to see them, I can put them up very easily. But it's more about what a trapper has to go through every day to try and put some fur in the shed. You know, the weather has been horrible these first 7 days, and this is actually the first nice day out of 7 days. I think we got one more nice day tomorrow. With any luck, the critters will run tonight. I did a little changing up. I made a couple new sets. They should stay nice if it doesn't frickin' pour on them. But it is going to rain for 3 days after tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But I just don't want you to get discouraged, because I do not have a lot of traps out as far as catching coyotes goes. You know, I mean, if you run 100 traps and you catch 8 coyotes in one day, you're doing great. So, you know, the odds, what do I have, 6, 7 sets working? And you know, but I'm going to be catching fur sooner or later. I just didn't want you to get discouraged and think that nothing was going to happen other than skunks and possums. So stay tuned, stick with me, and we'll be catching some fur in no time. Thanks for your time. Here we are at the farm at the post set, or the skunks like, with the 2 trail sets. There's no tracks in this trail. I got lucky though, because a deer stepped right on that freaking trap. So I'm just going to cover that back up and leave this sit right where it is. And I'm going to put in another set here, probably up on the hillside, because we got 2 good days and then it's going to rain again. So I'll bring you back when I get something set up. This is what we got. You got the 2 trails. You got the 1 blind set right there. You got this one right here with the little tiny rock. And then right up there, about 15 feet, we put in a, what Mark Zager refers to as a pipe dream set. We got this little tuft of grass right here. Inside that is a piece of bamboo with bait. We're going to cover that up. Trap is right here. Just going to brush out some of my footprints. Not that they can't smell it, but it's just kind of smashed down. We want it to look as natural as possible. And that's what it looks like from here. So hopefully, if he comes snooping around here again, we'll pick him off on that. I'm going to leave this place just the way it is. We're going to head down the bottom, see if we can make a couple dry sets. Everything's flooded, so we'll see what happens. All right, real quick, we're at the post set that's close to the barn. No action at all going on here. I'm going to rebait and relure it because of all the rain we had. Not what you have to, because their noses are ridiculous compared to ours, but I'm just going to do it anyways. I got a camera on top looking down for a pretty cool angle, so I have some really nice footage that I'll show later in this video, how they shy away from cameras, which is pretty interesting. But okay, let me get this baited up. We're heading down the bottom. All right, here we are at the swimming pool. Trap's still up here. Don't know exactly where it is. I did such a damn fine job of blending it in. I'm pretty sure it's right here though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to poke some holes in the ground up here and put that, going to put a like a post set up in here, and maybe we could pick them off the top. But I'll show you when I get done. Relax by the pool. We got the top of the hill where I don't know where the trap is. I put a piece of bamboo in there, and there's another hole. There's 3 other holes in the triangle pattern. So the idea is to get them to come up on top of this hill and check out all these wonderful smells. And we'll see what happens from there. All right, off to the next spot. Just ran over my GoPro. I'm just checking to see if it works. Testing. All right, we're at the other end of the the place where the rock was with the skunk and the bait pool and all that stuff. This strip is like a trap right now because the cows are on the other side. It's like probably 250 yards long. I don't know if you can see that, but right at the end of it is a dike that connects the two pieces, which in our world is like a highway. I can't trap on there right now, but 20 feet off on this nice bare ground in here, I pick up these pieces of wood whenever I find them by the creek. I'm going to use that as an attractor. I'm going to fill it up with stink, and hopefully we can pull one off of that road if that's where they're running, because I just took this whole trail down there and it's all mud and there's not one track in it, so they must be running the hard pack. Okay, I'll bring you back when it's all set up. That's what it looks like right there. I planted a little tiny tree there just to keep them right in line with the center of that stump. There's a big hole down there loaded up with bait. I got some call lure right on top of that stick sticking up, which you can do on the outside because he's not going to roll on top of that stick. And that's going to be it. We'll see what happens. One more point I'd like to make when you're trapping in these extremely wet conditions and on top of a clay. I don't kneel on the ground too much, probably because I won't be able to get back up, but I like to keep my feet in the same spot so I can fix it up. Otherwise, this is what you get. That's what it looks like, and I don't think you want that right in front of your trap bed. So I just plant my feet and then I keep them in the same spot the whole time I'm making the set. See, even now it looks like a freaking truck through there, but I keep a little garden rake with me and I'll straighten all that up. Okay, that's going to be it down on the farm here. As you can see, it's completely destroyed, nothing but muck. So I do have that set I just made down that end. I got the bait swimming pool down this end. I'd like to put one in the middle, but I just don't see where it's going to be conducive. Not until some of this water runs off. Okay, real quick guys, I threw one in here at the end of my yard. So I got a nice quad trail runs down in here, so hopefully we'll be able to pick something off. That's what it looks like. Just an old stump with a big hole in it. What's left of a stump. Okay, that's going to be it for day 7. We'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, here we are guys, we're at the farm. This is day number 8. I checked all the traps. I caught one possum on the lower end of the mountain, and that's about it. So nothing in the traps today. I did make one new set. I took the chafe set that I made a couple days ago that was completely flooded out, and I changed it into a tire set, which is what I like to use here on this farm. We're pretty close to the barn now, and the way this tire set works is it's a post set on the outside. There's a trap here, gland lure in the treads, protected from the rain, and there's a lot of bait on the inside rim of the tire, and that definitely protects it from the rain. And there is a trap right in the center. They hop in and out of these tires. The only way you can get to the bait is to jump in the middle, and there's a trap in there waiting for them. So that's another set that we have here working on the farm. I got a camera right there. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna make one more set down here by the duck pond, and I'll show you that when I get it done. Down by the duck pond, you remember that? I'm just on the outside of this corner. I threw in a T-bone set right there, and it's up on a hill. I'm standing in like a trough, so the water will run down before it obliterates my set. But I switched to a screen pan cover, which will allow the water to run through. You dig a deep hole beneath it, and hopefully it'll keep the trap working until something gets caught in there. But that's what it's going to be. That's going to be it for day 8. We'll hope the rain holds off till I catch something, and I'll see you tomorrow.